Now it's time for eyeshadow, and the first thing I use is I don't have a Bare Escentuals darker color, so I use this just Almay. And this brush is from Target. It's the Studio Collection, and it's just a large shadow brush. It's really puffy, really soft, and I love it for doing my first color. So I'm going to put a little bit in this color right here, this dark burgundy, because I think that looks good with my skin color and hair color and eyes. And I'm just going to put it right along my crease and blend it in. Okay. Blend it in with your fingers. Same thing on the other side. And it goes on really dark at first, so I really like to blend it in with my fingers. Just drag it along, make sure you don't get any on the outside of your eyes. Okay, so once I'm done with the color in my crease, then I'm going to use this Bare Minerals eyeshadow. It's called Grace, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. It's really sparkly and pretty. And that color is called Grace. It's like a taupe, but it has more of like a purpley tint to it. So I'm going to use my smaller eyeshadow brush, which is this one. This is also a Target. It was in a 2-pack for like $1, and I love it. I've had it forever. So same with all the Bare Minerals foundations. You're going to put a little bit in the top so you don't get too much. So I put a little bit of Grace in the top. And then just put a little bit on my brush. Blow it off if you need to. You don't want too much. And then put this over your entire eyelid. And what I love about this is it goes on so smooth. And since the primer is on underneath it, you can literally rub it with your finger and it won't come off. It's awesome. It stays on all day. Put it on both sides. All the way up. So you get a good blend between the crease color and your new color. So that's what my eyes look like now. Okay, so the next step is eyeliner. Now for my eyeliner, this is also an Almay, and it's called Intense Eyecolor, and it's in like a dark brown color. It's called Rich Mocha. And I like to use Rich Mocha because I think black looks too harsh on my eyes with my like skin color and my hair color. So I think the brown is good. It's dark, but it's not too dark. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it right, I don't go all the way to the inside corner of my eye. I normally just do the outside because I feel like it really closes in and it looks too harsh. So I like to keep my eyes bright and open. So I'm just going to pull down on my bottom lashes and just drag it right along my lash line, just into the middle of my iris. Same on the other side. And then I do go all the way across on my top lashes because I want my eyelashes to look big and defined. So what I do for this, in order to keep it smooth, is I pull out on the corner of my eye, so I stretch my eyelid. And then starting in the middle, I go all the way across, making short dashes. I'm going to do a little extra in the corner just to connect the two. Same on the other side. Short dashes all the way across the eyelid. I'll do the insides of my eyes also. Okay, so that's that. And the next thing I'm going to do is mascara. This is the mascara I use. It's called Maybelline Full and Soft, and I've tried about every mascara that's come out on the market, and this is by far my favorite. It does exactly what it says. It makes your eyelashes so full and soft. And I use the color brownish black. So I'm going to get a lot on there. And I'm going to go through, and this is actually just my first coat. I do something different. I do 2 coats of mascara with 2 different products. So I'll show you the other product also. So I'm going to do my top eyelashes on both. As you can see, I'm wiggling down at the root just to make sure I get the full lash. And I also do the outer corners also. And for that, I just rub back and forth. See that motion? Back and forth. on both sides. So once that's done, the second thing I do, this is the Smashbox Lash Detailer. And see how it's like a bent brush and it's tiny. So it's great for going over. And this is, the other one was waterproof. This isn't. I think the stuff that isn't waterproof is a lot thicker, so I do that second. So I'm going to go in and go over all my lashes again, wiggling at the root, and make sure I get the outer corner and the inner corner. I can really get in there and get all my lashes so they look really full. I'm going to do that on both sides. And I also do that on the outer corners of the bottom too. Same way I put on the other one. Wiggle. Wiggle and drag. The outer corner. Okay, so the very last thing I do now that I'm done with my eyes is a highlighter. Now this highlighter is just very cheap. It's a Maybelline, and one side's a concealer and one side's a highlighter. And I don't use the concealer because I think it's too dark, but I think the highlighter's awesome. And it's lasted a while too. I've had it for a couple months and it still works. So as you can see, it's just like a little brush on the end there. So you dip it in the highlighter, and I'm going to go over the places that I need highlighting. So that's going to be under my eyebrows. So just dab, dab. Under my eyes right here. And in the corners of my eyes, because that really brightens it up if you have highlighter in the corners of your eyes. So once I put that all on like this, then I'm just going to take my middle fingers, the pads of my middle fingers, and just rub it in. And you can see on this side of my face where the light's hitting what it does to my skin. It's kind of hard to see on the other eye, but in the light you can definitely see it. So rub this all in under your eyes. And then in the corners of your eyes. There you go. And I do that last because it's like a liquid, so I feel like if I do that first and then do my eyeshadow, I don't want the little minerals in my eyeshadow to drop down and stick to it. So I always do this last, so I make sure that it goes on smooth, and that's the very last thing I do. Now for bridal makeup, my tip is to do, you want to look like yourself, but more dramatic. So since I normally use like a dark burgundy, I would say for my bridal makeup, I would use like either a darker, like do a couple shades darker, or maybe like a purple, but still stay in that same like color area. Because you want it to look like you, just a little bit more dramatic. So I'll show you what color I would use. This is another Bare Minerals, and it's called Plum Medium, and I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. See how it's like a dark purple? It's a little bit darker than what I wear for the normal everyday. So I would do a little bit more eyeliner, do a darker purple on my eyeshadow, and then do lips. And this is what I would do for my lips, because I normally don't do lips every day, so I think that would make me look a little bit more dramatic. This is by No. 7, a lip gloss. And this color, can't find the color right now, but I'll put it down here in the description, so if you want to get any of this stuff, you can. I'll give you colors and names and everything if you feel like buying any of this. So I'd do my lips. And this one you just squeeze and drag back and forth. Okay, that. And then I'm going to do the little bit darker eyeshadow. And again, this is a medium plum color. And I'll put it down below too if you like this. I'm going to get a little bit on my brush. Do a little bit in the crease. And I'm just doing it over just so you can see what it would look like. See how it's a little bit more dramatic than the other one, but it's still in my same color shade and it still looks like me. And so that's what I would do for my bridal makeup. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and come back to Bride TV next week for another segment. Thanks, and have a great holiday.